So, what do you get when a Norse, pagan, and Christian walk into a haunted house?
Go on.
Ruins, Revenants Brews. They've got a Norse post investigation. How long did it take you guys to recover? I want to know that much.
5 days.
How about you, Rev? Because you work in the haunted museum, so it may not have taken as much as your energy.
A few days, 3, 4, less, because I'm used to doing the investigation side and then going back, so it's kind of like, but because it was like the school holidays on top of that, it was a little bit more difficult. So
yeah, I think that was the issue with us too, because I had to try and recover while editing, while dealing with a 5-year-old that has ADHD, just like his mama. But yeah, I was noticing during that. I even apologized to Jody the other day, because as I was going through the edits, from my point of view, I was same energy the whole way through the night. But when I'm looking through the edits, you know that part where Dad had come down to you with Jody when she was down there, it was you guys, and then Dad came down there, and you were down there for a few minutes with each other before you came up to us. You can see on that pinpoint on the video where my demeanor has changed from the earlier part of the night. But to me, I didn't feel like it had. And as I'm going through, if you hear audio between me and Jody, I cut some stuff out because I was like super fucking bitchy, and I'm not a bitchy person. But like just the way I would say things, she was like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Didn't you ask enough names?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck would I even say that? I don't even remember saying that."
Did you have cut out a lot of me sighing at you?
Yeah.
Because I'm not argumentative, I just kind of go...
Yeah. And I'm not a bitchy person, so it's like, what? Because I did half the stuff that I was saying to her, I didn't even remember even saying it, never mind the tone. It was crazy. So I had to apologize.
Did you get possessed or something? Is there like
It was I think it was more your energy had been affected.
Yeah, because you know they were arguing with each other, the two spirits were. So I was wondering if maybe my energy was picking up of that energy, like I was very irritable.
Can I read you
guys? Myself at the time. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We've got an 11-minute clip where there's no talking. Now, not 11 minutes, 11 seconds. We were in the attic. I can't hear any of us on the dictaphone. But I could hear, I can't work out what it was. There was something. And so I will read out what came out when I converted the file to text. Are you ready for this?
Which is strange I didn't hear any of us, because I had to like pull all the soundtracks apart to take away the background music and static, because there was a lot of noise going on constantly.
Yeah. In that 11 seconds, it said, Paul and Loyal Oldmore told an all or ignore the more London. And then, and then it has semicolons where it's a break in a different speech. And then separately, while one of her, all of the encore, all our goals, all Ireland. But it's just, I mean, a lot of it's nonsense, but it's talking about Leon County winning a crown.
Where's Leon County?
I don't know.
I Google it.
Pull up the other one that coincided with some of the stuff that when we were doing.
Get this, Florida. Do you remember?
Wait.
Okay.
Is it on about like the county state, or is it on about the jail? Because you got Leon County in Florida, Leon County Jail in Tallahassee, Florida, USA, and then you got the county sheriff's office in again Tallahassee, Florida, USA.
Random, like it says. You're all bored, Alison's. I'm gone. I'll look in on them, and wow, on the mile, you're all bar Alison's. And then a separate speech, Lyle.
I feel like we were insulted for bar Alison's.
And then it starts talking about landmark mile, or more willing you are liable on more and more on 11111 ball. Running the lawn. It's all just gibberish, but it's all separate. Then it says
Like multiple
more
conversations going on.
Or just fragments. And Anton Bloy.
Did anybody get Anton in their spirit boxes? I don't remember.
I didn't.
When was
Her name Anton?
No.
This was in the attic in 11-second time frame. And then it says more legs from Roscoe, go more or now. On number 1 crown, he won all Leon County, and one in or out, and one of them gaunt.
Majority of it was built in 1240.
Yeah.
So
The underground caves were built way earlier than that. Are you going on to the next script yet?
Now I'm still reading this.
Oh, okay.
So
I
Leon
thought the next
County
bit
was
was more
founded
interesting.
in
It is,
December
I was-
29th, 1824. So they could have travelled. You got to think.
Yeah.
We'll have to get our historian on it to see if any of the names.
He did put we'd have to get him check on the names. I know he did put a file in here for us.
Yeah.
Because he did the background on it.
And then there's one here, it says a goal when Liam, and then the speech is cut off. Liam. And then it says more than one moorland, and I'll call number 1 Northern Ireland.
Okay, so he put us a brief description in here. This is our local historian to you guys, Mark. He put, Olde Salutations in Nottingham. The building itself is grade 2 property, I just said that, built in 1214. The caves, that they were part of the Saxon farm. So the caves were part of the farm prior to the pub. It sits on top of a network of 9th century man-made caves that have served various purposes throughout history, from Saxon dwelling, which we kept getting, I lived here a lot. But that could also be part of the brothel. But Saxon
we also
dwelling,
got Part come up a lot.
Yeah. Recruiting rooms during English Civil War, today known as the Cellars, also a well-known local hub for rock music, we know that. 13th century alehouse known as the Archangel Gabriel Salutation the Virgin Mary. That was the original name. The caves provide a hiding place for the Jewish people escaping persecution, a home for colonies of lepers and servants, accommodating the brewery space and the alehouse as a hostel. So it could have been a number of people that were saying we lived here.
Just also realised something. Do you know how it said heaven and cross and all this and that? Obviously, you're heavy religious, and we kind of centered it to you, but it was known as Archangel, which is to do with the heaven, so it could be referring to that.
That could also be why I was channeling the most during the Esther's method.
Possibly.
I don't know if it's in the final video, but Matty attempted the Esther's method and didn't get anything.
No, because I didn't get anything.
But this is the text that came up from the converted file.
Yeah. This is prior to us going to the attic.
Prior, because the attic was our final stop.
And we
when you watched
we didn't know this text until after.
No, I only did this day before yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm just explaining to the viewers so they don't think, oh, we said what was on there.
So bear with me because it is long. This was, again, from the recorder when just random noises were put through into text. Now, bear in mind, people, this is all experimental, but it would be an insane coincidence when you watch the full video. Remember the names. A drawing of them next speech. Or are you beginning to go in management, Martin? All alone, can all be there at home and do all the way of sea, and now call an audit by an enemy alien, Amato, because you are able and loyal and can be arranged and young. Move over.
Sounds like an arranged marriage right there. You're young, let me sell you off to you. I need a cow.
Then it goes, Mona Lee and Dennis rattle and hum of all our ongoing home and retail and ardently and elegant. It's overlappy. And then it says, and what borough it? I don't know what borough is, but it's capitalised. So next speech, and not while no lobby, long and arrogantly you are lot. Next speech, I need to find Eli.
His son. Sorry, go ahead.
That's River Twigged. I can't see because I've got the speech up.
No. That was the one of the kids' names, right? That she was looking for?
And then it says Lionel, all the brewing arm. brilliant handling. And then the next bit says, all boil or moorland. Baffling.
The Amato part, was it spelled A-M-A-T-O?
It's spelled A-M-A-T-O, yeah.
Okay, so it's actually Italian for dear one. Either loved or dear one.
Because in the same sentence, it's talking about loyal.
So it could be dear loyal one.
Okay. Her to will. And then another one between them, rational. Or you want to clean.
They weren't talking to us because I showered.
And then it just says 1 year Lionel, so another name. Like it all night. While you are there, you're a liar.
Called me a liar. Remember, River? We're downstairs
Yeah.
and I was like, well, a barrel could have fell on him. It was like, liar.
Then it says by an armed. Then it says by an armed man.
Knife. I got knife twice.
Or minority and low. Again, partial bits. And then the next line is, will become our meaning. And you are guaranteeing arm to arm. And Ben had no woman.
Ben had no woman. Oh, was Ben gay? Or was he just single?
And then it just says lower and more row.
Row.
Yeah. Then Boone is in a name. And it says, shut up, fool.
Oh.
And then it
I said
says,
shut up twice, didn't it, Esther?
Yeah. And then let my problem at home in. What has become a reel and boil. And then it just says one more than only Lionel and Lillian. And then it talks about be it hotel in London and rural England.
Hotel in London.
Yeah.
It's a far drive from London, ain't it? Nottingham. Imagine how long.
Well, it wouldn't be. Yeah.
It would have been on horse, wouldn't it? Would that have been even longer though? Well, no, because it wouldn't have had to go through all the D roads and. Okay,
and
sorry.
then
Continue.
it's talking about a new angry man.
A new angry
Guillermo, Boyle on board, and Lords. And then it says, ignore him. I am Abigail.
Abigail was the mum looking for her kids.
Yeah.
Because in the recording I say me Abigail. Because I said the name in the recording when I watched it back. I'd said her name 3 times. The third time, because you kept asking her name and it was like Abigail. I told you.
I wanted to know whether you'd say the same thing each time.
Oh, okay. And then the third time
I did it.
Me
It was
Abigail.
intentional. I asked some questions multiple times because I knew you couldn't hear me, and I wanted to know whether you'd say the same.
You've got the same
thing
answer.
each time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then it says it belonged there. All right, and England, and then it's cut off again. And then it says, where is Charlotte?
Her daughter.
And then it's cut off again, and it says, one Anton car, ringing and ringing. We are in-laws.
In-law as in, like, married in-laws?
Yeah, and then a load of gibberish, and then it says, you are drawing room and law rotten. Those who have fallen on hard know how to
arguments
warn.
and conversation.
But the thing is, this was converted. This is from the attic. There's just so much overlap of talking. There's only one that's got clear structure. And that
I wish we
is,
could
I
have
need
hit
to find
the
I lie.
Dictaphone.
I'm going to get a better quality one.
Yeah.
But it's like constant background din almost, with just bits coming through. I need to find Eli. Shut up, fool. I am Abigail. Ignore him. Where is Charlotte?
I have a serious vibe. I have a serious vibe that Abigail was one of the Lady of the Night and they were her children. And somebody killed her children. Well, we know somebody killed her children by what she was saying, but I feel like that's why she's enraged. Like, you know what? I'm going to haunt you while you're dead. I'm going to torment your eternal life. Shut up,
I don't know whether there'll be any documented history on that. We'll have to get our historian on it.
Yeah, we'll have to have
if anyone can find it,
please email us. And
if anyone's got a suggestion for historians, if we can't find it in Nottingham, England.
I had to come out of that Estes because hair got pulled and then.
Yeah, and you got your back scratched.
Yes.
They were like physical. They were talking to me and physical with you. Maybe she just doesn't like men.
What got me, which could also lead to her being a woman of the night.
Yeah.
Angry at men. What struck me as funny, not ha-ha, but something I noticed. When you were both under together, I could hear the white noise you were both listening to.
Yeah.
for anyone who doesn't know, Leanne is partially deaf. I was enough of a distance that I'm not even in the camera scope, and you can barely hear me on their dictaphone. In fact, I don't think you can hear me at all. But at the same time, River reached out and started. He was like, "Oh, there's something going past me." And at the same time, Leanne was sat there going, try and feel for something in front of her.
Yeah, I look
It was at
retarded
the
in the
same
video, but
time.
obviously made the clip. I'm like,
But it's the fact that it was both. But it was the fact that you both reacted at the same time, and you couldn't hear each other. Do you know what I
I couldn't hear
mean?
shit. It made me very uncomfortable not being able to hear shit. Because when you're deaf too, you rely on your other senses. And I noticed too, like, I didn't notice it at the time, but the REM pod was going off behind us too.
Oh,
But it wasn't making a sound, but it was lighting up.
Yeah.
that REM pod went off so many times in the attic that it just
It's
got
like
to the
we
point
were
where I
all
was
having
like,
fun.
okay.
It was like, because we had it where I originally had it last time in the exact same spot where it went off. And then I said, let's move it just to make sure. And we did, and it went off.
I like something cold sat next to you. That was
Yeah.
eerie.
And
Maybe
you could
something was
feel it as
walking
well.
because I even got Matty feel it. And for those of you that don't know, Matty is Jodie's on the spectrum with autism, but I would say Matty's much higher, but still fully functional. And he's a no nonsense person. He is very literal, very to the point, and he's like, if he didn't feel nothing, he'd be like, no, I don't feel shit. You know, that's his personality type. And I put his hand exactly where mine was, and he was like, yeah, I feel it.
Well, throughout even the whole investigation, when me and him went off for that first time, the way you described him was like skeptical, like completely. I have never seen someone, and now for someone who does come across a lot of skeptics, and it does take me a while, and it does take them a while, never seen someone be like, this happened, this, and this. Even trying to debunk it, even admitting it, it's insane. Just off the bat.
Yeah.
Wow.
So sad that I did not get the recording from your side. That's why I feel like next time we need to, because I'm going to set up the camera we took this time plus the new camera. So that's why we'll just do 2 rooms at a time with the groups, because they'll already be set up prior to us starting the investigation.
Yeah.
That way we'll have nowhere near as many tech issues. I think a lot of the tech issues we had was somewhat paranormal too, because there's no way our shit should have drained that much. Some backup
whole
batteries
room
were
drained.
No.
I think it's because we didn't have the overhead light on. Because if you look at most people that do investigations only go lights out for a certain fragment of it, where we were pretty much lights out the entire fucking thing.
Yeah.
So all our shit was getting
You can even hear me on
drained.
the ghost tube. You can hear me on one of the ghost tube recordings going, it's drained everything. It's drained absolutely everything. We'd all made sure everything was fully charged. We'd all had backup, and that's 4 people bringing 4 different sets of equipment, and yet everything drained.
I also caught, now this one did make the final take, other than Jodie's video. I did see where River caught the orb and was moving his camera around trying to debunk the orb, and even going up to particles on the ceiling and the walls to try and debunk the orb, but the orb could not be debunked. And it's the same with the video that Jodie's about to play with her bestie, where Dad switched equipment, switched rooms, and this orb followed her that we know of. It may
This was
also
a
be
demon ghost.
You're right.
No.
Like Casper, the friendly ghost.
No, Casper's a demon.
Casper.
Meanwhile, it's twisting around her spine.
I'm wondering, just before you play it, it said follow when me and Matty was going.
We established that I'm going to go down at the other end.
I'm following.
Okay.
They're following you.
Okay.
Because I went in very unprotected. Not like that.
That's what she said.
But like with no protection in the cell for the very first time. Do you think that might have had an effect compared to the times?
I don't know, because it was following me, wasn't it?
Yeah, it followed her too, and even though she's not Christian, she's, she has a faith. It all depends on your faith base too, because you don't necessarily need to go to a medium for protection. You just have to lean into your faith.
But because I didn't protect myself, so I don't know. Jodie, did you do any like protection before you went?
Yeah.
So this is what I mean. I didn't do any protection at all.
Yeah, I just prayed and
the
took
whole
my
of us.
stuff with me.
Out of
Thing is, it doesn't mean it was something negative.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm
Do you
thinking.
think it made you feel more open?
100%, because I think the last time I got a personal scratch was at the museum about a year or so ago, and it was like a little scratch. That's because one of our items does do that, but to have like a full-on scratch, very faint and distinguished.
Yeah, because it
that is the
wasn't
first
big,
time.
but it was like this long down your back.
Yeah. So I'm thinking whatever it was could have been watching up until we went into the attic.
Yeah, because remember it said downstairs too. I have that in the final video too, where it said I walked down to you guys and it says scratched, and I said, "Please don't scratch me." You said you're not allowed to scratch us.
Yeah.
And then you got scratched.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you didn't use the word please. I did, so it didn't scratch me. Manners go a long way, even in death. I mean, technically, they have an aroma, don't they? There's a part in the cave where, because I know people expect a cave to be a certain odor, but the cave doesn't have much of an odor. It is very clean down there.
It's quite calming.
Yeah, the reason I wanted to point it out was because when I was in the doll room, when I was standing there, it felt like a musty, mildewy smell just walked through me. Like, it hit me all of a sudden, the smell did, but then it went away, so it couldn't have been the room.
See, I could smell garlic in there really strongly.
Maybe I was smelling rotten garlic. I don't know. I didn't smell garlic.
Which is funny because
when I went downstairs, I did cut it out because it had nothing to do with anything, but I'd said something about, "I will suck your blood," and you have to talk about garlic.
It's red. Can you touch it? The device in the middle of the room.
Was there another lens with this, Leanne? Was there another lens with this?
Was there another end to it?
Lens.
That's how you know I'm deaf, guys.
Just the one that's on the
Sorry.
Ordinary.
REM pod, temp, the REM pod itself, K2 in Leanne's hand, the K2 over there. Got a couple of K2s. The dowsing rods, the necrometer.
Oh God.
Did you have to stop recording to pull that off? I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Going like this around, and he's moving his to make sure there's no glare off the thing, and it's still in the same spot as he moves it. And then it's in different. You then move to another camera, same shit. And then, as you see, this is in a totally different area, and it's there.
It's one sec.
Down, like next to the well, and
yeah,
everybody in the group can confirm this. When we were split up, it was weird as fuck. We could hear the other end where Rosie was, but the people, like, when you and Mark were in there, or
you guys were doing.
And if you watch the footage, you could hear me talk very loudly. And what was weird, we don't know if it was made like that or because it was like, if I'm shouting to communicate.
Yeah.
But also, I was mic'd up to your phone. So.
Which completely cut you off, which leads me to what else I was going to say. Because, you could hear us up here. We couldn't hear you down here. But there's a part with you and Jodie where it's dead silent. You can't even hear us no more. Can't hear no static. Can't hear no feedback. And you both said it just got eerily quiet.
Yeah.
It did, didn't it? It was like,
it really
I was sucked out of the room. Like,
in a bang, Jodie didn't hear in person. She got on the dictaphone.
Yeah, did you watch that file, River?
I did.
No,
I've got to add it to the
I've
final.
not had a chance.
So
Because I was
it was
trying to
when I
line it up,
was.
because I know there's a part where River fell. I was like, well, maybe it lined up with that, but it didn't, because you didn't hear River after the fact.
No, you know when I was in the room completely alone, because you said, are you going to be all right here?
Yeah, because I went to check up on, yeah.
So I was sat there on my own, and I'm saying he's still there, and it said, show yourself. And I was like, why don't you show yourself? I'm here. And then there's a loud bang, but I never heard a bang. And by the recording, I don't react at all.
Yeah.
Not even do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this bang was recorded on a low budget dictaphone, where otherwise you can only hear me react at all.
And that's, guys, is why you need to like and subscribe so we can afford to pay for higher grade dictaphones.
I think I did hear a bang at one point, but I think it was in the between us, like in that little seating area. Do you know where me,
I
you,
kept
and Matt
hearing
were?
rustling as if it was someone on those stairs.
Yeah.
But I'd have heard
because
you in the in-between bit.
I know when me and Matt was coming up to meet Leanne, it said Gregory, and then my phone, I don't know if this was like caught on camera or anything, but my phone dropped, said not Gregory, REM pod goes off as soon as, all in one space. Can you remember that? That's what.
That's
I
why
don't know
I kept
if it was
saying actor.
Yeah.
Because it could either be somebody's deceiving you, or maybe because we had cameras, they were thinking we were actors. I was going back and forth. But if it says not Gregory and we'd been getting actor, maybe it's somebody trying to warn us that something's trying to deceive us. Because even when we did the
Said
week
actor
book,
a
I
couple of
outright
times.
asked, saying, "Are you trying to deceive us?" And it said yes.
Yeah. Again, with that was, I think that was a bit of a hit and miss, personally.
Yeah.
Because it was like you had to wiggle the thing. I am not used to like wiggling the planchette, but it was like Matt can confirm on his side, it was forcing down. We had our fingers lightly. Obviously, I had to have my fingers like that to wiggle it, but like to also move it.
Do you think it was due to the pressure, or because it's a smaller board? Are you better up? Like, is it easier to use your bigger board that you couldn't bring?
I have a couple of other smaller boards that I have
Never had
used.
that issue.
It's quite standard size, really.
Yeah.
Standard size are like the Parker Brothers, the bigger ones. They're your standard size.
I've only seen
Obviously,
the smaller ones like what you brought with you.
Yeah, because when they were originally brought out, they were, I don't know if you can see me on here, because they were like,
they were
big.
considered a parlour game, weren't they?
Yeah, because during that time period when they were brought out, everybody was obsessed with communicating with the dead, which has rolled around, because so are we.
Yeah, well, good old Victorians. We do revisit the Victorians a lot, don't we?
Yeah, the only difference between them and now is we bathe.
I nearly spat my coffee out.
You can hear a Victorian ghost saying, "You cheeky bitch."
This one people talk about.
It's funny because I'm the Christian one out of all three of us, and I'm the one that swears the most.
Yeah.
God made me, he knows what I do.
Yeah, that was one hell of a night.
It was. Our next investigation is going to be outside. In a graveyard.
And I'm coming down.
Yes, he's coming to our part of town. We're going to have to get him oatcakes.
No.
Oatcake!
We'll have to go to our oatcake shop.
Our oatcake shop, yeah.
If anyone ever visits Stoke-on-Trent, please go to Sneed Oatcakes on Milton Road. They are amazing.
Free
Absolutely amazing.
Maybe give us a free
they use the crumbly cheese.
Yeah, they use the crumbly cheese and the sauce. Oh, it's perfection. If you're going to try oatcakes for the first time, it has to be a A1 place.
You know, I've got to come down now and I've got to do a food review.
Yeah, and we will tell you during the recording, Jodie's experience. We don't want to tell you beforehand because you like to go into things raw. But we had an experience there back when we were early teenagers.
Okay.
But again, you like to go in blind, so I'm not going to tell you about it till after we've done the night one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how long ago it was. I would have been about 13. And I was terrified of being on the camera one time.
Yeah. She looks super awkward. To be fair,
It was
I've been
awkward
doing
at
it a year
first.
prior.
I
'Cause
did for a couple of months though, didn't I? Even the
Yeah.
Enfield one.
I started off doing, because I write children's books, so I started off doing kids' books at first.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this has my passion. So I made a separate channel doing this. And it took me about a year, to be honest, to be like, you know, feeling like I'm talking to somebody. My mate Janisha, because she did theatre arts, said just act like you're talking to me rather than looking in the camera. So most of the time I have pages covering myself. So I'm just literally just talking to you guys. Because the less you focus on me, the more I don't give a fuck about how I look on camera.
Oh, yeah. And I think when you see that intro to that video, we did it at such an awkward time because I think we just got absolutely way too excited to record an intro. I had it planned all out in my head how we was going to do it because we was going to do like outside shots, then, you know.
Yeah.
But when
Next
you guys
time
came,
we're going to have to give window a time, aren't we? A
I
larger
think it
window.
was just, you know, there were 5 of us, a first group investigation. We all got a bit giddy because there was a lot of talking over each other, asking questions over each other. We
Yeah.
just need a little bit of a plan next time.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
It's
still
nothing
think we
we
got a lot
can't
of good
iron
stuff
out.
considering it was
Oh,
somewhat
yeah.
amateur. We got a lot of good stuff.
A GoPro before the next one, a proper one now.
Are you going to
because
have it on your
we-
head, like you said?
I am. I will
Because you
be
can easily style your hair
the,
over it. Just part the crown and put the band there.
I should just make a feature of it and do plaits and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I will
rock with
just
it.
be the group's token dick, basically.
That's already taken by me, so sorry. All
prefer
right, guys.
knobs
Well,
for
this
you.
is Rune's Revenant Brews on our recap of our investigation that will be coming out, and then the investigation releasing on the 14th.
But yeah.
Well, go ahead, like, subscribe, and thank you for joining us, guys. Have an amazing week.
Bye.
Goodbye.